Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all, this is real quick. I was sitting there, I was doing my work earlier today, and of course, if I'm not listening to like reactors talk about certain people, I'm actually like understanding policy. I'm sorry, I'm understanding like the government policies. I'm trying to have like a better understanding of like the government, right? But then it like hit me like, damn, people are saying that, because, President 47 that comes in, he's going to stop a lot of healthcare. He's going to stop food stamps and all this stuff. And all I can think of is the mommies that depends on like these assistants. What are y'all doing to get prepared for the storm? Um, and I'm not just saying that is what are y'all doing? How can y'all really help yourselves from being not a victim if they do snatch certain programs away? Um, my biggest thing that I fear that my kids will probably have and they get it for free is their education. um, I don't know if a lot of y'all is dealing with this in y'all in your public or you have kids that's in school, but they're going to what I like to call, I feel like they're going to stop the brick and mortar school tradition and they're going to go straight to online. Um, because my son is in the fifth grade. He's in the fifth grade, and he's doing nothing but computer work at this point of his school year. My daughter is have to do it. Um, and I'm like, wow, that's a totally different change. Now, I'm one of these parents that I was going to strip away like computers and tablets and all that from them while they was in school, and now I have to give it back to them. So basically, it's going to be like if you want your kids to have an education, you might have to pay for it. You might have to put in because I'm shocked. I'm shocked and still shocked that my kids never own a textbook. My kids never had a textbook. And, that was like the prime of going to school is our textbooks. Our textbooks had everything, but now the teachers are expecting them to use Google and look it up for themselves. And we had a textbook that basically broke it down. We can always go back to it, but now they don't have that. And I'm just trying to figure out what kind of content y'all gonna have. And maybe this might never happen, and I'm not saying that, but it is that's something that we should be fearful of somebody taking away your resources to live. If you're getting food stamps, they're taking away your resources for living. Not because you can't go out and make that money, but you're relying on it. So if you're relying on it, you feel like you got the privilege to getting it. I heard y'all say the other day, it's out there to help us. Well, it's not mean that it's out there to actually you're privileged to have it. That's different. But as I'm getting older, I after his first election, and I don't know if y'all remember um, the fear of losing your food stamps when he came in office was they's going to mail y'all food in the mail. And that day, I told myself I was never going to have somebody dictate how I eat and how I feed my kids. And that's how I'm standing today. Um, and it's just the small things that they can't take away from you. They can't take away that if you never use it or you not use it, if you don't have it. They can't take, what you feed your kids, but they can take that away from Sky. They can take that away from Jazz. They can take that away from Chrissy. They can micromanage. Oh, they can ration you out. Like, oh, you can have so much this and so much meat and so many beans. Just like at WIC, I'm I think they can do that with your food stamps too. That's crazy. I don't think I would trust any program. And it's probably about time for y'all to start growing up, the mommies, at this point. YouTube is probably not going to be there forever. It won't be there. 11 years, 10 years, 20 years, it won't be there. None of y'all probably have a 401 plan. Y'all don't have a retirement plan. Y'all have nothing to fall back. And I'm just trying to help y'all out because I feel like I'm not perfect, but I got my ducks in some type of a row that something pops off, I can get it fixed. Something don't work, I can get it fixed. Don't have to look around and run to the social service office and say, hey, y'all cut my food stamps off. What's going on? Because I'll be honest with y'all. I think after COVID, they gave you that pandemic money. And they was like, hey, you can still go and apply. Y'all know how much they try to give me? They try to give me $75 for 3 kids. Now at this point, I was getting probably like two something per. I was getting like two. I think I was getting about like $500, and that was for 2 kids because they was in school. So yeah, that was the max. So I'm cool with that. I didn't have to use my income, nothing like that. And then they stopped it. It was a shell shock. You understand? I was like, what? And you only gonna give me 700? You was giving me 5. So yeah. So instead of me like going out and buying the good stuff, well, it isn't good stuff, but I'm just saying me just going out and buying whatever because that hit it on the 13th. Oh, let me go out here and buy this. Um, I should have been saving. I should have been not relying on it. You get what I'm saying? And that's different. But these ladies, they really rely on it. They rely on it. Medicaid, they rely on it. Now, this is just I'm not better than nobody. Trust me, I had my Medicaid, I had my food stamps, I had low income housing. I didn't have HUD, I didn't have Section 8, but I did live in a low income housing that later on I am so glad I got out of. Um, because they will milk you. And I learned that system. Like when Sky sit there and talk about, I had 2 jobs and then they raised my no, darling. Try to talk about putting a bonus on your income. They will calculate a bonus on your income. You don't get that bonus every month. You get what I'm saying? A bonus. And your rent goes up because of a bonus. That does something to you. See, I didn't, that is a shell shock. Your rent was once $500, then it can go up to 7 because of a bonus. And That's the price when I said nope, I do not want any government housing again. Chrissy, I don't know. Obviously, you have not bad credit. I don't want to say the girl got bad credit, but obviously, you have bad money skills, finance, time management. You have that bad. It's probably about time for you to go ahead and get it together. And I'm not saying anything about it. It's probably about time that you start, taking your finances very serious. Sorry. I'm sorry. A man that takes you to David Buster's with 9 kids or 8 kids at home, he's not very logic either. And I'm just being honest. Oh, we got to get away. No, you could use that David Buster's to pay off some type of bad debt. Put some life insurance. Because I know you most likely, if you don't own a vehicle that has more than 8 seats in it for a ride, you don't have life insurance. And I'm sorry, I don't know if you've seen your legs, but your legs look like the legs from Soul Food, the mama on Soul Food. You didn't notice your legs. Just saying, right? It is what it is. But you want to show us that you and your man can go to David Buster's with no life insurance. Crazy. We know that you get food stamps, and that's crazy too. Now, I'll be damned if I tell somebody I got a husband and I got to wait for our food stamps so we can eat good. That's crazy. Completely crazy. But I think it's a lot. It should be time for us to, as you're a single mom, it's time for you to rethink what you depend on. You depend on the government for food stamps, anything, Medicaid. Now, that's the last thing I want to depend on the government for, and that is my health. If they can strip anything from you, I don't want you to strip my life away. That's crazy. And I'm just talking to the mommies on this area because it's very important that somebody speaks on this. I don't care if you like them or you don't like them. They're the ones that's really should be like paying attention to. Because y'all, I be honest with you, what kind of content can you imagine if just imagine if they actually had to do food stamps and they mail food in the mail. Like, can y'all imagine the food halls? not, not laughing. Can you imagine them complaining? Man, I got too much of this. They didn't give me this. They only gave me one pack. I can see it. I can see it. And they will still make these videos and think nothing's wrong with it. Kids get overlooked because, hey, there's a person that's is paying for better care for their kids. Your kids get overlooked. It's just a wake up call. And it's not just for them, it's for anybody that's watching. Like, if you want some type of assistance, just think about how you can make better options so you don't need to rely on these. Because I'll be honest with you, it feels good. I do get a little mad, get a little envy when 13 comes around and there ain't no money on that PBT card, I get angry. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, man, they could at least gave me 250. But $75, and I'm not saying that we're a greedy family, but $75 is just, it don't even do anything. And I kind of get upset, y'all. Low key, I really do. This is an honest truth. I kind of get upset when I see some of these mommies food stamp hauls, right? And I be like, man, you wasted money. You wasted money on that. That's just waste of money. Why don't you just buy this? And y'all get what I'm saying? So I was like, sometimes I feel like some of them need to learn how to shop better. Like my Jazzy Life, bless her little heart. Like her food stamps be gone after birth. So I just like, man, you can save so much money if you only know how to shop better. But if that's your fear, like a lot of times people voted, I feel like people voted because of the fear, right? And if you voted for Harris because you was fearing that you might lose your benefits, this is the time that you need to reevaluate if you really want to stay on any type of assistance. That's all it is. And if you voted for Trump, I'm not saying you might not need it, but if you get in it, it's probably time for you to reevaluate how you live as well. So um, I just look at it that way. Because trust me, I do not want to see any food stamp hauls from the mail, okay? From Jazzy, from Chrissy, from Sky, from Wineglass. I don't want to see that. I really don't. But y'all have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you beautiful people later. Bye.